Kia ora and hello, welcome back to Cheeky Badger. Hello to everyone that's joined us on the stream tonight. Thank you for joining. Hello Sydney, how are you? Thank you for joining and being on the chat. Appreciate it. So we're in winter time. I should probably dress a bit warmer. Let's see if we can fix that. Let's go into the wardrobe. I don't want an outfit, we just want a nice warm jacket, I think. There we go. And possibly a nice warm hat. Okay, that looks better, doesn't it? Good morning, Klaus. How are you today? Thank you for joining. So you've got to get some sleep, do you, Sydney? Hey, sleep's important. Good morning, AI Farmer. How are you? Thank you for joining. Hope you are well. Hope everyone is well. So I was going to skip through winter, but I found out that I had pigs that I needed to keep fed. So that's what we're going to be doing. Hey, if you're going to fall for a trick, Sydney, it's a good trick to fall for. Yeah, it must be quite late where you are, Sydney. I do appreciate you being in the stream, but, you know, sleep's important too. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and grab some oat, and then I'm going to go and take it over to the other mill. So it's the last of our harvest. So I'll take it to the other mill, grab some of the pig food from it and bring them back. Oh, good, Klaus. Good to hear you're good. Hello, Ultra Productions. Thank you for joining. So we're on FrechDachs map, the 4X map, also known as Cheeky Badger. And the story is basically I was sick and tired of living in the city and having an office job. So I bought an abandoned farm, and I'm just dealing with the first harvest of oat now. We've just come into winter time. Hey, thanks for that, Sydney. Appreciate it. So yeah, we're just going to take a load of oat off to a mill and pick up some pig food from that mill and feed our pigs. So I think I know what class is waiting for. Yeah, for me it is 8 p.m. New Zealand Standard Time. Daylight savings ended early this morning, so yeah, we sort of moved our clocks back for an hour, which was nice. I do appreciate the time that it is in the States, so I've actually put a chart up in my post section on my channel with all the different time zones. So I believe it's something like 4 a.m. on the Eastern time, and I think California is at the Pacific time. That's about 1 a.m. Yeah, I'll be honest, I never expect to see many of my American friends on my stream for that reason. I do appreciate you being here. So I think I'm going to have to sell some bread too, because I think our warehouse is full of bread at the moment. $10 a.m. in Amsterdam, cool. It's a bit more of a reasonable hour. Yeah, so my Sunday's nearly over, and you're still enjoying you've still got most of your Sunday left. So that must mean Germany and Amsterdam are on the same time zone. Oh, well, that would be awesome. I would look forward to that, Ultra. So we've got a bit of an industrial area that's sprung up here. And this mill is actually quite good because it produces pig food as a byproduct, which does sort of make sense. Oh, that's handy to know. Whoop, pulled too far. Oh, awesome, Ultra. What version did you start on? For me it was FS17, the very end of the FS17 cycle when it was on special. Well, I did actually jump to spring, and then I checked on my little piggies, and they were all starving and 0 health, so I thought I can't jump all the way through winter, unfortunately. I have mouths to feed. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I'll be honest, I was in the camp where I honestly couldn't think of anything worse than farming. I honestly couldn't. And basically Steam had FS17 on special, and I thought, oh, you know, price of a cup of coffee, let's give it a go. And, you know, I don't know what, probably about 1,200 hours of 12,000 hours of gameplay later, I am completely hooked. Yeah, I don't know how long I've been on this one at the moment. Yeah, they have, and you know, I find with FS25, it's the subtle things that people miss that make it so different, like the atmosphere, looking at the fog and the mist and the sunrises. The sunrises and the sunsets are just absolutely awesome. And I think people miss that and don't realise the skill involved in creating this kind of atmosphere. Impatient drivers, I don't know. And for me too, it was the water effect. That was always so disappointing in FS22 for me, especially in Zelonka, where they had the flooding on the road. just past the main farm there. And every time you drove past it, you'd just see the water plane go up over the wheels, but there'd be no movement. It was a bit disappointing. And now having the water move and slosh around as you drive through it, it's just such a huge improvement. But it's one of those subtle things that, you know, I think people can just take for granted and miss completely, and not realise the amount of work that goes into programming something like that in. Hello, Sniper King. Sorry, mate, but I don't have a Twitch channel. I'm YouTube only. I did think about it, but yeah, didn't quite get round to doing anything about it. Yeah, true. I think they're doing a good job, though. I just can't empty this out. See it flashing. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I often wonder if they should release the game earlier in the year to when they do. You know, they always seem to release it just in time to get the Christmas market. And you know, just after they release the game, they go and have a 3-week holiday, which you know, let's face it, they deserve. But it's not a good thing if the game's still broken and they're away on holiday. It's not a good look. So I wonder if they should release the game earlier. They'll still get the Christmas market, but they'll have time to fix it before they go away on holiday. Yeah, I'm not too sure, Klaus, about what we're going to do when I get to 250. Still not sure what happened to all the subs from last night. They just disappeared. I think it's finally run out of rock. Yep, it's run out of stones. So I'm looking forward to removing that. Yeah, well, to celebrate 150, we're actually going to be having a vintage day on 4 fields and ploughing. Hey, FS Consultancy, thank you for joining. I hope you're having a good day, my friend. All good, Sydney. All good, the FS. Yeah, you streamed into the small hours of the night, I know that. AFS Consultancy, congratulations on your first super chat. That was awesome. Oh yes, and the Grand Prix. Yeah, she was. All right, so we've got to lease a special trailer. You're never too old to start streaming. I think I can prove that. Let's see. Trailers. Semi-trailers. Central warehouse. That's the one we want. Whoa, what happened to my money? Yeah, mate, I've been gaming since a long time ago. What happened to my money? I installed the loan system. I wouldn't have thought that would have done too much. Why would production costs have gone up? I've got to take out a second mortgage. Wonder if it was all the moving stuff around. It's the only thing I can think of. Unintended consequences. Yeah, mate. Fortunately, I have got a whole heap of stock I can sell to get myself out of it, hopefully.
Afternoon.
Good afternoon, Nacho. How are you?
Not bad. Yourself?
Yeah, good, thanks. Good.
It's alright.
Just playing on the map here and found out I got myself into an awful amount of debt without knowing it.
What map is this on?
It's Cheeky Badger.
Oh, what have you done?
I think it might be because I'm doing the productions and I'm moving stuff between productions. So I'm wondering if it's running costs.
It's not good.
Hello, Joseph. How are you? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. So I've got a lot of bread I need to unload.
Let me guess. Semi-realistic?
Well, there's only one way to unload it from the warehouse, and that's with a special trailer. My hands are tied.
So what's the go with losing these subscribers?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. You know, we had 155 at the end of last night's stream. And when I woke up this morning and checked the numbers, it had dropped back down to 145. So that sort of almost lets you off the hook now. So the only thing I can think of is, we had that help from the one family, and I'm wondering if possibly it's been automatically flagged as dodgy by YouTube and put it on hold until someone gets to check it. And of course, being a weekend, there's possibly no one around to check it.
Yeah.
So possibly because there was a lot of subscriptions all from the same IP address, possibly.
Yeah, and then all like one after another.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's the only thing I can put it down to, is it's been flagged. But yeah, nothing, I got no notification from YouTube or anything. I checked my emails, nothing.
Yeah, right. Strange.
Now I've got to remember how this works. Yeah, Klaus, I'm looking at the positive. Practice is going to be good. I'm going to need it. I've actually been sourcing out the plows I'm going to need for the vintage equipment.
You got one for my big bud?
Oh yeah, I've got one for your big bud.
Perfect.
Yeah, already tested it. Works well. Because the big bud doesn't have a 3-point link, so you've got to have a trailing
In-pulled
3-point
one.
link.
Yeah.
Yeah, only 2 subs left. Yeah, it's a good mod, this. I'm just trying to remember how it all worked. Might be better if I do a better job of reversing up. We've got to go through all the... Here we go. Bread. There's only 50,000 litres of storage. I think the trailer's got about 32,000. Or 31,950, there we go. So that's how it looks all loaded up. All nicely crated. Let's go see where we can sell it. Yeah, well, you know, obviously the forklift that's hidden inside the building has loaded up the truck for us. You know, usually a truck driver doesn't have to load their own stuff. In fact, in a lot of places, truck drivers are not allowed to load their own stuff. Now, let's see, where do we got to go? Would be all the way down the other end of the map.
Sounds like we're going for a road trip.
We are.
You know what goes good with road trips?
Usually some music.
Snack.
A snack?
Oh.
Oh, yeah, definitely snacks, yeah. Thank you for that.
All right. Can't supply music, but I'm sure you can sing.
Yeah, I'd be sued for not only copyright destruction, but destruction of music and full stop. Now, make sure I'm getting on the right one. Yep, so we've got to turn here, then turn at the next one. Yeah, Klaus, hard bread again. Makes good toast. Yep, help yourself there, Sydney.
Jeez, did you not give me any snacks?
Oh yeah, I gave them snacks. No, they're just
Oh, did ya?
complaining that I've been storing the bread for about 3 months. So the bread's gone all hard for them.
Oh, wow.
Yep. There's a secret trick. You inject steam into it and it makes it fresh again.
I'll take care of everyone. I'll feed.
You see that ice cream van? It didn't even stop. Yeah, we've got Nacho in the voice. Chat with us as well.
Oh, she's probably never heard my voice before. That's why.
Hey, Cajun! Thank you for joining. Hope you're having an awesome day.
Yeah, well, I just left Cajun's stream and jumped onto yours. How
Oh,
easy.
thank you. Thank you for popping in, Cajun. I do pop in and lurk occasionally in your streams as well, and hit the like button for you. Yeah, I'm not too sure how this will work. Bread not accepted here.
Oh, fair enough, Cajun.
Okay. I don't know what's going on there. Yeah, possibly, Klaus. Possibly. Just looking here, it doesn't look like there's any way to unload it.
There's not a different area you sell the bread. Because sometimes,
Couldn't see it. I highlighted it. Yeah, I know what you mean.
yeah.
I highlighted it, and that's where it says it's meant to go. It's my first time using this mod properly, so I never fully tested it, so...
Does the trailer... This probably won't make sense. Does the trailer count the bread as... like it puts the crates in there, or does it sort of, quote-unquote, fill up the trailer like it would with grain? If that makes sense.
No, it does make sense, and that does look like what it has done.
Yeah, because I've had that happen a couple of times, and I just had to sell the trailer and cut my losses and not use it again.
Yeah, I'm wondering if maybe I didn't start a new game when I updated the map, so I'm wondering if that's one of the things that was fixed on the new map, that because I haven't done the new game, it hasn't come through. That's a possibility. So what I might just do is I'll go to the wholesaler, because I know they take everything, so it should be okay. So we'll go for another road trip. Yeah, thanks, Joseph. Yeah, that's what we've got with the wholesaler mod. It's actually a really good mod to put onto a map, because it enables you to sell just about everything. Yeah, mate. I usually keep up the maintenance on the equipment. Yeah, have they said when they're going to release the update yet? Hey, I've got my own pigs to feed. So yeah, if you're ever on a map and it doesn't have the exact productions you might need, the wholesaler mod is actually a really good one to grab and put on a block of land somewhere. Oh, who plants trees right next to the road like that?
And I'll be back in 2 seconds.
All good, mate. So yeah, this one here is the wholesaler mod, and we'll buy just about everything. Can't guarantee it will be everything, but just about everything, and sells just about everything. So if you need something like a wall for a building project, or blocks or cement or something like that.
Alright, I'm back.
Okay, you don't want to fill. Here we go. So like I say, it might be an issue with the sell point because I didn't start a new game after the map update. You get these things sometimes. But yeah, this mod is an absolutely awesome mod. You can buy just about anything, and you can sell just about anything. And what's good is it's not one of those mods where you can buy things cheaply and sell at a profit.
Oh, you're working the bread out?
Yep, we got the bread out. So I think it was just the sell point at the supermarket that wasn't working.
Ah, okay.
I know every truck driver in the world wishes they could do this. It is a real art to reverse with mirrors only. Oh, that'd be awesome, Sydney. I know, you know, Farming Simulator isn't everyone's cup of tea.
Now you said it, I'm gonna go make a cup of tea. It sounds good.
Right, let's go and sell some wood as well, I think. Oh, that's not very realistic. I should be able to put more than just one item into a trailer. Yeah, it does, but I think my distance between the sawmill and the warehouse is killing me in transport fees. I think that's why I was, my production costs were so high.
Right, I'm back again.
Hey, welcome back. Yeah, that's what I like about the new Universal Auto Load mod, is that, you know, you can just load all sorts of things on with that mod. And it does work quite well. I think they may have done it like this to make it cross-play compatible. Yeah, some of the auto load trailers for the wood are good now.
Really satisfying to load the trucks up myself, like with a crane and stuff.
Yeah, I'm terrible at loading.
I used to be horrible, but then I put like 100 hours in just like using loaders and stuff, cranes, bits and bobs, and all that sort of stuff. I'm half decent now, I can say.
Yeah, I watch some of the logging guys on YouTube, you know, the farm sim guys.
Yeah.
And they are absolutely incredible. You know, they can pick up wood with their log trimmer and drop it exactly where they want it.
Yeah. Not that good. I want to get that good, but yeah. They're very impressive.
Right, last load of bread, I think.
Oh, I found this really cool mod this morning. You remember? Did you play at Goldcrest Valley?
Yes, I did.
You know how like at the train yards, there was those cranes, like the log cranes.
Yes.
Yeah, they've made a mod of those, so you can place it down wherever you want and have like a sliding log crane. I thought that was pretty cool.
Definitely if you're doing a mill build or something like that.
Yeah. I thought, oh, that's sick. So now I'm building a log.
Yeah, when you watch those die-hard loggers, AI farmer, they are really amazing. They can make those machines just do exactly what they want it to do. Okay, so I'm thinking I think that one might have been costing me too much distributing. And I'm out of wood there, so I might just stop those from doing their thing now. Okay, hopefully my production bill won't be so high. That was a bit of a shock to the system. "12-hour stream of just logging." Oh man, that's amazing. We would have got through a fair few trees on that one. Hey Sydney, good to see you still here. Yeah, I saw that mod there, AI Farmer. It does look interesting.
Palatable. So what is it, like a greenhouse sort of thing?
Yeah, it's like a greenhouse. It's a forestry production. So if I looked at it correctly, or understood it correctly, it produces pallets of logs that you can go and drop off at production points.
Yeah, right. That'd be good.
Yeah, I like the tree devourer, the one that produces a whole heap of wood chips out of a tree. Means you can easily clear trees and make some money from them at the same time.
Tell you what, that would have been good when I was doing that farm bit.
Oh, it would have been, mate.
Hello.
G'day, Rocket.
How's it going, Rocket?
Oh, I'm good. How's your days?
Yeah, good,
Pretty good.
thanks.
Look, I'm only gonna be here for a bit, but yeah, I've liked your stream. I'll leave it playing in the background.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
I was at the theaters today. I watched the Minecraft movie.
Oh, nice.
Everyone was screaming. It was crazy.
Yeah, my daughter wants to go and see it, so I'm going to have to take her. But
If you're gonna go, just expect a lot of screaming. Kids.
Yep, she'll scream.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go. I hope you guys have a nice stream. I'll leave it in the background so you can go watch time.
Hey, awesome. Thanks for that. Appreciate it. You have a good day and a good evening.
You too.
Let's see. I think we can now finally pay off that loan that we took out. And I might try and pay maybe 100,000 off of this one as well. There we go, down to 97,000. That's a good mod, that one, because it means you can sort of like take out a realistic mortgage. You can borrow, you know, 100, 200, 300,000 and spread payments over, you know, 10, 20 years like you would with a mortgage. And every month it takes out the amount that it needs in order to have that paid off within, you know, the 10, 20 years with interest, of course. They've got to have their interest. Yeah, it's definitely OP, mate, but no one's complaining. Yeah, it looked interesting. I haven't had a good chance to fully check it out yet, but it does look interesting. Yeah, I used it on my other map on the other stream to clear some trees out of the way to put a building. It was so much easier.
Really fits in that semi-realistic area.
It does. Right, I think I'll put this away and then I might use the vacation mod to go into next month.
Coming to Australia for a little visit.
Yeah. Oh, the icicles have gone. So because I run 4-day months, wintertime can be a bit of a drag, so I'm really glad they've brought out the vacation mod. It doesn't really speed up time, you still have to go through the 4-day night cycles, but just means I don't have to push a button to make it do that every time.
Just push it once and off it goes. $75,000 production cost. That seems excessive. I don't know why the production costs are so high. That's a kick in the guts.
Yeah, no cost there for the central warehouse. That should only be 24. 24. Something's definitely broken. And I'm not sure what I did to break it. Yeah, unfortunately, Farmer, I think it is a script for console only, so sorry, for PC only. So yeah, it does come in handy, but yeah, because of it being a script, it's kind of blocked from the consoles. Yep, all good. Thanks for joining, AI Farmer. Appreciate you being here.
See you later, AI Farmer.
Hey, Ultra. Nice to see you still here, mate. Thanks for that. Yeah, stream's been a funny one today. My productions have been costing me a small fortune they weren't doing before. I'm just trying to figure out why. I did set some things up on distributing, so I'm wondering if I may have created a feedback loop where it was just continually distributing flour between one item and another. Hey Sydney, great to see you still here. So I think it's definitely something I did, but I'm not too sure what I did. So if I turn off all the distributing, Yeah, mate, it's called the Vacation mod. It's PC only. And when it's installed, you walk up to your sleep trigger. I'm just going to check the pigs are okay for food. Yep, they should be right for another little while. So yeah, I can only get deeper into debt. Let's find out. So if I hit the V key for vacation, I can then tell it to go through and we'll come into March 1st. Yeah, that'd be awesome, Sydney. Would be good to meet him. So yeah, so vacation, I guess I put a palm tree to imply that I've gone and had a, 4-week holiday in a palm tree somewhere. So it doesn't actually skip the days. What it does is it fast forward through all the days. Okay, that's good. Productions didn't cost me a fortune this time. Yeah, mate, that would be cool. So I've got a debt now that I've got to work my way out of. How's our... seeds are a bit low. Manure's doing fine though. Might pick up the tractor, grab the trailer and go and sell them manure. Probably need to get rid of the slurry too. Crash counter 1. Actually, I've had a few more crashes today, haven't I? Won't get much for the manure, but it'll all help. Now, prices. Here we go. Let's see if we can find. Manure. Here we go. We'll try the animal dealer and hopefully it'll take it. Hopefully it's not broken. If it is, we'll just go to the... We'll go to the wholesale. That takes just about everything.
Bread and warm manure.
Hey, different trailers though. Come on, Nacho.
So it's still going in the same spot.
Wholesaler? Yeah.
Yeah. Still go down the same chute.
I'm sure they clean it afterwards. So hopefully we'll pick up some contracts and be able to get rid of that debt. Yeah, horses. No, I haven't tried horses in the game here. I think the general consensus is that they're just not worth it for making money. To have a business with the horses is probably not a great thing. If you want horses just to ride, then yeah, you can do that, and I have done that with a live stream I did with my daughter. We had horses and on Riverbend Springs, and we took them across to the horse exercise area and had a bit of fun doing some show jumping there. But for making money, I don't think horses are that great an idea. I think the Seasons mod had the right idea with horses in that, because up until FS25 horses didn't breed anyway, so they had it that you were renting out your stables to people and they were paying you to look after their horses, and that sort of made a lot more sense. I think Mr. Silly P did a video about horses and, you know, how you can make money from them or how you don't make money from them, which was really good. We'll see if this works. Can't quite understand why you would be bringing manure to an animal dealer. To me, it would make more sense you'd be picking manure up from the animal dealer. Woohoo! I got a whole 850, should be euros, I know, off of my debt of 154,000.
It's a start.
It's a start. Hey Sydney, glad you're still here. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Alright, let's see if there's any contracts that we can make some money out of. Right, where's that one? Oh, yep, just there. Not too far away. Yeah, that's no problem, Sydney. If you do fall asleep, that's fine. Thank you for joining the stream. Yeah, and thank you to everyone that's on our stream. It's been an interesting one, finding out that I broke productions for myself. But if you are enjoying the stream, feel free to hit the like button. And if you haven't done so already, a subscription would be fantastic. It doesn't cost anything and it really helps the stream, introduces it to new people that they can enjoy it. And hey, if you think of anyone that you think might enjoy the stream, feel free to share it with them. But thank you most of all for being here and enjoy the stream. Yeah, funny how this daylight savings really mucks up your time clock. It's 9:45, but it actually feels like more like 11, 12 o'clock for me.
Yeah, well, I woke up this morning and it said 6 o'clock, and I thought, geez, I'm up early. But yeah, my clock didn't change. So
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we've got a few clocks like that. You have to remember when I jump into my car to change the clock on that one too. Oh, and in case anyone doesn't know, I watched a new series from The Herd called The Anchorage, and it is absolutely amazing, well worth looking it up. A story just took me back to the old stories I used to read about life in Alaska and in northern Canada, and he just really took me there. So well written and voiced over. Highly recommend it. I think most of us here have, watched a Scroft video, and he's up there with Scroft. He really is. Hello, Brady Rimmer Productions. Thank you for joining. Hope you are feeling well, my friend, and you're having a great day.
We only need one more subscriber, Kiwi.
Oh, awesome. If YouTube doesn't, delete another 10.
Yeah. You never know, you might wake up tomorrow and boom, you got the 10 back.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping possibly that, I'm sort of picking Tuesday my time.
Yeah.
they'll come to work, you know, sort of like, yeah, Monday night my time, and run through the red flags and review them, hopefully.
Yeah. So you might have to do this field after all.
Yeah, mate. We're going to be doing it. Not sure if we'll actually do the whole thing. Hello, Grumpy Grey Farmer. How are you? Thank you for joining.
I think we should do the whole field. At least the whole field of one.
Yep. Yeah, definitely doable if you've got the big bud.
Yeah.
I checked out, and I'm limited to a 2-furrow plough. Hey, all good. Brady Rimmer Productions, thank you for popping in. I do appreciate it. It's absolutely awesome. You have a good night, my friend.
Tell you one thing, you're going to have a really good tan after being in that tractor.
Yeah, mate, I will. But I'll probably mention this in the stream, you know, when we do it. But, you know, when those tractors first came out, it's sort of like, yeah, I've only got a 2-furrow plough, but with a horse, you only had a 1-furrow plough.
Yeah.
And, you know, so, and like with a 2-furrow plough, I'm able to do 12 kilometres an hour. Yeah, which is way quicker than a horse would be. So,
Yeah.
You know, we look at a 2-furrow plough nowadays and go, oh man, this is going to take so long. But to someone that's just got off of a horse and plough, yeah, a 2-furrow plough at 12 kilometres an hour is sort of like, man, this is heaven. This is going to save me so much time, you know?
Yeah.
And it's all just what you're used to, you know? It's sort of like, nowadays we all want the, you know, 400-500 horsepower tractor and the big, you know, 6-metre plough, and get it done as quickly as we can. So I am looking forward to it. I did try a 3-metre plough on it, but sorry, not a 3-metre, a 3-furrow plough, and the speed was dropping down to about 6 kilometres per hour. So if you do the calculations over time, a 2-furrow, you're going to get more done with a 2-furrow than you will with a 3-furrow.
Yeah.
Because of the faster speed. The contract's finished, but we will continue it because I like to finish the whole field.
So what tractor did you end up deciding you're going to use?
Well, I thought I might actually do a combination of it, and like I might do it as a multiplayer, so anyone can drop in and you know, have fun with the vintage tractors as well.
Yep.
You know, I might even be able to sneak maybe, you know, 3 or 4 big buds in, maybe.
Pushing your luck there.
Maybe. But yeah, I think it might be fun for people to just be able to pop in. So I might have a selection of vintage tractors and the 2 furrow plows, and you know, people can just grab it and jump on the field and do a bit of work and join in the chaos that will be ensuing.
Yeah. Yeah, just remember, this is only for 150 subscribers.
I know, we should have saved it for 500. Talking of 500, FS Consultancy had his first super chat today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, YouTube accepted his request for monetization and he was able to have a super chat button.
Well, that's good.
And the super chat didn't come from me, unfortunately. I don't think my family would appreciate me spending money on super chats. But if I start making money on YouTube, I'll be happy to spread it around a bit.
Spread the love.
That's the one. Hear that, people? If I get to 500 subscribers or 1,000 subscribers, I'll start spreading some of the love around. Or the moolah.
The moolah.
Get the right ones and okay. Here we go. We've got nearly 20,000 paid off now. I think I might have to take out a loan to cover it actually. Talking of ploughing, there's one there for ploughing. I think I might have to get rid of the snow. Because let's face it, it is 8 degrees out there. There's no way snow should be on the ground. If I understand what snow acts like.
Yeah, it's a bit off snow.
Especially when it's spring.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Although I will have to say, when I was younger and driving, I went to the South Island and travelled over the mountain from the east coast to the west coast. So, and this was in winter time. So I was expecting to see a bit of snow. And the closest I got to snow on that trip was seeing it up on the mountainside about 100 to 200 meters away from the road. That was the closest, and it was just a little bit of dusting. The only time I actually got snowed in was springtime in the central plateau of the North Island, where they get a bit of snow. And I was travelling down there and got snowed in.
Ah.
And it was springtime. So it does happen.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, Central Plateau is quite high in elevation, so it gets the snow. Wrong button. Let's check where we want to get to. So it is down here, and then next left. So yeah, we definitely had a bit of a mishap with the productions, but I'm not going to cheat my way out of it. I'm going to take it on the chin, and I'm going to work to clear it. I may have to take another mortgage out just to ooh, wonder if I can grab a ice cream while I'm here. Come on. No, he's ignoring me. Oh. What do you have to do to get an ice cream around this place?
Obviously a lot by the looks of it.
I've never seen him parked on the side of the road. Yeah, at least we're in a Massey for this one.
No beeps.
No beeps. Yeah, I'd be stoked if one of the old original Masseys came available on Mod Hub in time. It was an awesome pack. It had all the tools and everything. I think that was what, FS17 that came out, and I think they brought it back out in FS19. But they only brought the tractor back on FS22, I think.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about not being able to use guided steering, but I suppose in a way it kind of does make sense, because having the computer calculate a guided steering course for that size field would take an awful lot of calculation. Could end up crashing. I do miss the grasswork contracts from FS22. We got to do the whole lot. Mow, ted, windrow, bale, or, you know, mow, windrow, bale and wrap.
Yeah. They were good. I didn't mind them.
Yeah, I do like grass work. I actually enjoyed doing it last night in the Gloucestershire map. It was fun.
Very satisfying job.
It is. Just wish I knew of a way so that I could have a separate button for lowering and raising the front and rear implements without having to change the control group.
Oh, yeah. Know what you mean.
Or if they sort of worked like that windrower, you drop one, and the first one drops down, and then the second half drops down.
Yeah. Yeah, they do sort of do that on the mowers, but doesn't seem to work 100%. Yeah, there's a few areas getting tornado watches over there, I noticed. So 5%, is that low and not too bad, or is that sort of worry material? Yeah, they probably are. It's good to be alerted. Where I live, tornadoes are known to hit occasionally. There was a really bad one back in 1947 apparently. But because they're so rare, it's sort of something we don't really get warned about. Hello, Cher Hamner. How are you? Thank you for joining. I hope you're having a good day. Here you go, everyone. Have some... Hugsy, yes. Well, thank you for popping in. I do appreciate. Good to hear. Yeah, he's a good bloke, Hugsy. So yeah, I'm on the 4x map here, FrechDachs, or Cheeky Badger. I've just gone through winter and we've had a hiccup with our productions where they were costing like $300,000 a month. So I'm actually in the negative at the moment, in the red. Hello, Andrew. How are you? Thank you for joining. So I'm just gonna have to work my way out of this debt. I started this this series as a townie that got sick of working in the office, so went to try farming. Sold up everything in the city and brought a looks like I didn't drop the back mower. Never mind. Yeah, sold up everything, brought a farm, and trying to make a go of it as a farmer. But looks like the production's let me down this season, so I'm going to have to work hard to make up for it.
And you got a bit of a subsidy from the government?
Well, I did, but yeah, we had a subsidy from the EU for the first 12 months. But that's finished now. Oh, sorry to hear that, Andrew. Have the doctors found out what they can do to help yet? Yeah, it's a good map, Michigan Farm. I'm still waiting for Elma, Missouri to come out. I'm looking forward to that one. And if we hit 150 subscribers, we'll be doing a vintage day on the Four Fields map. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, my grandfather had a stroke. Hey Klaus, welcome back. One away from 150, mate. I'm not sure, mate. I woke up this morning and it was back to 145. So YouTube must have dropped a whole heap off for whatever reason. So I'm not too sure. I'm wondering if maybe because yeah, you were so awesome and getting your family to sub as well, that maybe they picked up, I don't know if they're all possibly on the same IP address, that they may have flagged it as suspicious because they're in a similar IP address or something like that. I'm not sure. I haven't received any correspondence or information from YouTube about it. All I know is I woke up and I was down to 145. So I'm hoping that that might be the case, that someone will review it and decide that it wasn't dodgy, and that they'll restore them again. They're waiting on blood tests, yeah. Yeah, they like their blood tests, don't they? That snow is insistent on coming. I reset it and it's still coming. But yeah, if you don't mind me asking, how badly were you affected by the stroke? No stroke is ever good, I know, but Oh right, yeah, your right side. Yeah, still affected. Upright and breathing is always a plus. Definitely. Not too sure why, but it hasn't come up on the stream here, so... But yeah, thanks for sharing, Cher. Yeah, I hope everything goes well for you. I have heart conditions on both sides of the family, and yeah, it's not good. I was even turned down for health insurance. Apparently the risk was too great, apparently. Yeah, Klaus, I may have found a plough I can use on the Porsche Junior. I'll have to test it out. Little too furrow plough. Yeah, that's what I've found with the farm sim community. It's just an awesome community. You know, not everyone, but almost everyone is really supportive. I think, you know, farm sim brings out the best in people, and you know, the best people play farm sim. Yeah, mate, I don't mind working on the Porsche Junior. That would be fun. It is, that's what I've noticed. No, I don't think I've had that problem yet, Andrew. I had a problem where productions cost me 900 $50,000 over the months, so I'm now in debt instead of being rolling in it. So yeah, a little bit annoyed about that, but oh, I know what's happening. Because there's snow on the ground, the grass isn't going on the ground. You can't put two fill types on top of each other. So that's why I'm getting the big mounds of grass at the end. Contract's still accepting it. So there you go, people. If you're going to be making hay, don't make hay when there's snow on the ground. It's not going to work. Yes, Clark. I think I know who that was too. Awesome. Here we go, double snacks. Yeah, interesting fact, the city I live near has a statue dedicated to the Rocky Horror Show, because apparently the person that wrote the Rocky Horror Show originated from that city. Hello Psycho Kid 73, how are you today? Hope you're doing well. Hey, 150 subs. Alright, we're doing that stream. We're doing the vintage Four Fields. Oh, come on, man. You get to drive the big bud.
It's going to take a long time.
It will. It will.
My one pass will be like half an hour of you work.
Yeah, we might have to break it up over a few streams. Depends on how many people join in, you know. I think we'll put in 16 slots and see who can join and have fun with some vintage equipment.
Yeah. Oh, my ping's going to go insane if we have 16 people. I have everyone running for their lives. That big bud will just be going wherever.
Yeah, I took that big bud out for a spin, eh? Man, it's a beast. Yeah, Andrew, I'm hoping to have another stream on the other four fields, so I'll do a separate four fields map for the vintage stream, but I'm hoping to be able to do another one on the other map, just to you know, do some Nexat plantings and that sort of thing. But hey, Klaus, you could join in the vintage fun and you know, run around in a little vintage tractor, dropping off cups of coffee or something.
Refueling everyone up so someone doesn't run out of fuel in the middle of it.
Yeah. Wonder who that might be.
Yeah, wonder.
Made for an interesting stream.
Certainly did.
And I was realistic in how I fixed it.
You were, I'll give that to you.
I ran all the way back and grabbed another tractor. I didn't even call an Uber that time.
No.
Possibly because I didn't want the Uber driver laughing at me. Yeah, we might have to organise it for next weekend, maybe. Just trying to think. Yeah, Saturday night I've got something on, so I won't be able to do it Saturday night, but maybe Friday night. How does that sound for everyone?
That works for me because that'll be the start of my school holidays.
Oh, nice. Yes. Yes, it'll be the school holidays here as well. And then I think the Friday will be Easter Friday, won't it? And yeah, I think with the productions, I had a feedback loop with the flour. I'm wondering if it was distributing between the Omatana's farm production and the warehouse, because the warehouse was set to distribute the flour. So I wonder if that's what I had happening.
Possibility?
Oh, in a way, it's given this this stream a bit more life, because if the productions hadn't have done what they'd done, probably would have been rolling in cash.
Yeah.
Which doesn't make for interesting streaming.
Yeah, everyone likes watching you suffer.
Yeah, that's what people tune in for. That's one thing I will say for Daggerwin, he's actually good at keeping the suffering going.
Yeah, he never really makes it easy for himself, does he?
No. No, I'm never quite sure how he does it because, you know, I've had economy set on hard and everything, and I still make way more money than he does. Oh, sorry, Cher. Yeah, we're near Hamilton, central New Zealand. Looks like chat's playing up again for some reason. It's funny, when I put focus back on, jump out of the game and go back into the chat, it comes up.
That's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we missed the one there. He's going to try and find a Scutler. I think that's it's the one we were talking about last night. It's a single cylinder tractor. Has a great big single cylinder. Just pop, pop, pop. Well, thank you to everyone that subbed tonight. I do appreciate it. 150 subs. That is absolutely awesome. We did actually have 155 last night, but for some reason they disappeared. I'm not too sure why. Only YouTube knows, and they haven't shared that knowledge with me. But yeah, thank you to everyone that has subscribed. I do appreciate it. It has been absolutely awesome. And I will be honest, I still find it hard to believe that there's 150 people that would actually want to, you know, subscribe to my channel and watch my videos. I am really grateful for the support that I get. Thank you all so much. My apologies, class. Very large, strong tractors. That's what I need. That's what we need on that field.
You know what? Everyone gets an ice cream.
Hey, thanks, Nacho. Oh, awesome, mate. I'll check that out. I might put it in the Discord for everyone else to have a look at too. Add it to our collection of machinery. Or machinery videos, I should say.
I'll have to take some videos of the tractors I drive for everyone to have a look at.
Yeah, oh, that'd be awesome.
A couple more videos of the John Deere beeping at me.
Hey, you got to share the beat with us, mate.
Definitely.
Well, we've got the contract finished, but I don't think they've got all the grass that they were thinking they were going to get. I think I can take a shortcut up here if I don't skid out. Yeah, quite often people don't see past the present to understand how things could grow. There's only a few that actually see the possibilities that could happen. I'm not too sure, Andrew. Like, for me, the pellets just disappear when they're empty. Are they entirely empty of product, or have you got a small amount, 1 or 2 litres still left on the pallet for it to be showing up? Although I know there is a production that produces pellets that's used in other productions. Yeah, sure, that would be awesome. The new fertilizer wagon. That's unusual. Like I say, usually I get pallets left if they've got just a little bit of fertilizer left on them or something like that. They'll look empty, but they still have something on them. I can imagine, Klaus, they would have increased in price by quite a bit. That'd be quite rare. Yeah, I'm wondering if there's something wrong with the fertilizer wagon. It's not completely emptying the pallet, maybe. I don't know, people. We're in the middle of spring and we've got snow everywhere. It says 0% empty. Okay.
Throw them in the river.
Yeah, I think there might be something wrong with that mod. Oh, that'd be an awesome experience, Cher. Okay, let's collect that. That's the one we want. Go down to vehicles and get rid of the leased vehicle. Yeah, sounds like a mod conflict, mate. It's a shame. Well, maybe they'll update it. Right, well, I've got work tomorrow, unfortunately, so I'm going to have to call it a night, but it's been a fantastic stream. Cost me a lot of money, but hey, it makes life interesting. So I might just so you can see what I'm doing, I'll take another mortgage out. For 100,000. Over 10 years. And I'm hoping we'll be able to clear that 3,000 soon enough. But until next time, thank you everyone for joining. I do appreciate it. If you haven't done so already, if you could hit the like button, that'd be fantastic. And if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, that would be greatly appreciated as well. Thank you all for being here. I do appreciate it. Thank you all for those that have been in the chat. Cher, Andrew, Klaus, Grumpy, Sydney, Ultimate, FSC was here as well. Thank you all. Sorry if I've missed you. You guys are just absolutely awesome. So until next time, have a good day, a good afternoon, or a good evening wherever you are in the world. And bye.